First up, I'm going to start to pick out a couple different shades of blue here. In my set, I have an aqua blue and then a lighter aqua blue, a cobalt blue, and then one that's a little bit darker cobalt. So I'm going to start off with my lighter aqua blue first, and I'm just going to go ahead here and make a horizon line for the mountains here so you can see it better. I have a very light pencil drawing there to start with. But once we get this mountain line in here, then we're going to start with the sky first. As I'm continuing to fill in the sky here, I am going to leave some of the white for clouds, and then I'm going to blend it through with the white. As I mentioned in a few of my other oil pastel videos, you can feel free to use whatever blenders you have. If it's the clear blender or one of these little things that you put on your finger, it's just like a silicone piece of rubber there. Or if you have the traditional like paper stumps, whatever works best for you, or you can just use your finger as well. But I'm going to go ahead here and blend all that blue and mix it in with that white area, just so everything is nice and smooth. With my little bit darker blue, I am going to just make another line here, and that's just where the water is going to be. So I have the separation between like the mountains, the land, and then the water, which is, it's actually a lake that we're doing here. So, and I thought it would be interesting to add a little bit of purple in with the water just to add a little bit more color, and like I said, to make it a little bit more interesting. So that will be mixed in with our shadow areas. So right now we're just doing the blue and white and then the light purple in some of the corners. And I am starting off light first, just to see how everything is going to blend together, and then we will be adding second layers in a bit here. For the cloud area, I am sprucing them up a little bit here with the white, and now I'm going in circular motions so you can see it is definitely changing the shape of the clouds. So you can leave them thin and wispy if you want, or if you want them more puffy like a traditional cloud, then try using the circular motions. For the areas with the land, And this was somewhat of a beach area. I have like a light peach color that I am mixing with some dark burnt umber. So whatever brown you have will be fine. And then I am mixing those together, and then I will add some olive green as well for some of the bushes and then trees that we're going to put on later. Some nice neutral tones. On the other side here, there is also a piece of land and then a tiny one in the middle. So we're going to do the same thing, just the same three colors, blending through and then adding a little bit of our greenery. When using your paper stump, you can do the circular motions again to make it look more like shrubs, or you can push up if you wanted to stick up straight more, looking like grass. For a little bit more of a shadow area in the corners in the sky, I'm going to use that same light purple and just blend it through here just a little bit, and then it really brings the picture all together and it has a lot more balance. I did go ahead and I outlined the mountains so you can see them a lot better now. I just used my brown and some green. So that was the burnt umber and the olive green. And I'm going to mix a little bit of gray in with the mountains as well. I'm going to start off with the darkest one here with the burnt umber, then mixing through the olive with some of the gray. And we'll blend all those three together. For the second mountain here, it was a lot lighter in my reference photo, so I'm just going to use the olive green and mix some white in through it. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other ones here, but this last one is going to be the lightest. I am going to go back and forth between my burnt umber and the olive green, just adding a few more details here and there, adding a little bit more contrast so things stick out a little bit better here, and you can see the different land formations where some of the extra bushes and grass would be, just a few details. On the bottom, I am going to fill in a few of the lily pads that were in the water. I'm starting off with a, let's see, the name of my green was Peacock Green Pale. And I am mixing that with the olive as well. So as long as you have a light green and a dark green, we'll blend them together. And then we will be putting the lily flowers on top too, with just some white and a tiny bit of yellow. With my lighter cobalt, I am going to go ahead and put in some shadow areas, looking to see what matches up here with the sky. And then we're going to go ahead and blend that through. Make sure to always clean your tips with your white, especially if you do a lot of blending with it. But these lily pads are really easy to do. You're just going to push down and press up and create a few strokes there for those easy flowers, and then just a tiny bit of yellow in the center. With my darker blue, I am going to create just a few little ripples around some of these lily pads in the water. And one of our last steps here, I'm going to use that burnt umber that we've been using, and I'm just going to put on a few trees. So we have a pretty big one here on the side. I'm just going to start off with the straight line here and then add the branches. I'm just going to wiggle back and forth, just keeping it nice and easy. And then I will mix some olive green that we've been using in through here as well. For some extra greenery, I'm going to push down a little harder and then lift up. And then again, with the point of your blender, you can start to make some like wispy grass pieces, or you can make them make them longer if you want them to look like those, what are they called? Like the cottontails and those really long pieces of grass that you see in ponds. So you can feel free to play around and have some fun with this. Just creating some extra little greenery here and there. And lastly here, I just wanted to add a little bit more of my deeper blue in with these clouds. So I added some shadow areas here just to make them stand out a little bit better. And then we're going to blend them through gently with my paper stump there. And that is it for today's tutorial. I hope that you did enjoy it. I also have a few other oil pastel classes if you're looking for more fun ideas. And I'll see you next time.